AMD recently released their new 9000 series chips. However, many believe this to be one of AMD's worst launches in over 13 years. So, in this video, we're gonna see why. Let's begin. Alright, so at first glance, these chips look pretty good. Seeing all of Intel's reliability issues, which I made a video about, this seems like a great option for people trying to build a custom computer. However, these chips have really horrible value, especially when they're compared to the previous 7000th generation of chips. These chips only bring about a 5 to 10% improvement over their predecessor, but are 25% more expensive. Another reason is the decrease in price of the 7000 series chips. Think about it this way, the 7950X has a higher base clock speed than the 9950X, and the same max clock speed as the 9950X, but comes in $150 less. I think the only real reason you should be getting a 9950X is if you need that extra cache over the 7950X, as the 9950X has about 16 megabytes more cache than the 7950X. But even in that case, the 7950X 3D has 128 megabytes of cache, which is more than the 9950X or the 7950X. The crazy part is, the 7950X 3D is still cheaper than the 9950X. Now, I've been talking about really high-end CPUs throughout this video, but what about the low-end CPUs? Well, there's a similar situation going on. The 7700X is way cheaper than the 9700X and offers similar performance. So, if you're building a budget system, it does not make sense to be buying any of the 9000 series chips, because the 7000 series chips are still much better in value. Now, while the 9000 series chips aren't necessarily bad, they were quite underwhelming and they have really bad value compared to the 7000 series chips, which makes them a less viable option for most gaming PCs and even most productivity PCs that are used for stuff like editing and Photoshop. Now, while these chips were quite underwhelming, I really hope that the 9000X 3D chips will offer a significant jump in performance over the 7000X 3D chips. I also really hope that Intel can seize this opportunity to make their 15th generation of chips their absolute best and possibly even compete with AMD in reliability. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.